Hey guys, welcome to the second returning episode of Fang Around with Matthew Krecklau. The first returning one that's not TikTok Fever Dream. It's News Roulette. It's one of my favorite things we do. It's where I just comment on the news as I watch it. I usually like to do ABC News live because Disney is just so gracious enough to let me that does not copyright flag me usually. But I'm going with the more riskier company right now. This is all of this content. It's fair use, but it's not even clips. It's like actual portions of a live TV show, but it's not the whole thing. And as you see, it's paused right now, and I'm just gonna hit play, not as it's actually live. And it's just some CBS Saturday Morning. That's owned by CBS, Paramount, Viacom, and Sony Columbia Pictures, respectively. So this is fair use, fair use, fair use. So like it's definitely fair use 100%. Cause like I'm completely um just literally yeah. As I said, I'm gonna do commentary over it, so it's gonna keep it fair use. But if it gets copyright struck, I'm gonna fight as I always do, and I think I've won 9 out of 10 cases so far I've had, so we'll see. But it's probably most likely gonna get copyright struck no matter what. It's like a little curse I have, but let's just get it going. And for you, it's a news roulette. I mean, here we go. Risk. The Corvette started as Project Opal in the 1950s. So like I like this because I have no idea what it's gonna be about. The popular British sports cars of the time. That's just fucking cool. I'm sorry. A sports car for the college kid selling for around $2,000. Also, since I'm not even monetized yet, we can do a lot more on this channel. It's a good thing.
To electrify the Corvette. Were you worried about that move at all?
Yes, I was, because I'm not familiar with it. Electrifying was a turn off.
Slight buffering going on, but that's what it is. I'm also gonna pause it too, like randomly. So, yeah. So it just looks like this is about like a Corvette and the history of it, which is pretty freaking cool.
All skeptics need to do.
Full disclosure, my family owns one.
To get used to
but you know,
is take the Corvette E-Ray out for a spin.
Electrification that we've put into the E-Ray is all about enhancing performance, and that's exactly
so you can say I'm a fan. That's the one we got. The one they're driving, but we got 2017.
As Corvette starts its next 70 years with a bit of a spark. For CBS Saturday Morning, I'm Chris Van Cleve in Detroit.
It's the torque that the electricity can add, where you're just right off the bat, you're going, and you gotta hope the tires keep up and everything else. But yeah.
Are you ready to take it for a spin?
Yeah.
I said this once. It really is.
I like it. Yeah.
It's such a pretty car. We seriously have that exact model.
Like it. Let's get one.
That's right.
This is almost live, by the way, guys, too.
Legendary career in sports journalism. Now he's telling his own story in a brand new memoir. We'll go one-on-one with Stephen A. Smith. You're watching.
What? I guess I could skip a little bit of the commercials. But usually I never show the commercials. I also try to never do audio. But today, oh, there's no news adverts. Okay, cool. So, okay. They're letting me just not listen to the ads anyway. But I guess this is sponsored by Spotify, which I kind of pseudily work for anyway, a little bit. Like, I'm one of their podcasters, so, like, this channel's already somewhat, not actually, this channel also, like, it is, like, links to share. It's just so I call it sponsorships, but it is technically a pseudo sponsorship. I don't even know. Dude, I don't know. So I'm just gonna pause it. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna wait until the ads are done. I'm gonna, maybe we'll just skip around to whatever news I can get. I can also, like, I'm kind of risking a little bit, but let's see what's on just regular CBS Detroit, which it might just be a different ad. I don't know, let's see. Here's a little, at least this is a CBS ad. I don't know.
If you define an autocrat as someone that the people can no longer get rid of, even when there are elections, he's definitely...
Yeah, Gillette, not a sponsor, tubes.
Some American conservatives like what they see. Victor Orban has done a tremendous.
What is the Dorobon?
CBS reports explores
As Putin's like literally hovering over the nuclear button, as Trump like read. Trump honestly like, I'm not saying vote for Trump as a gag, but I'm also not saying it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm slightly libertarian. Might be best thing for the country. Joe Biden is literal. I guess, like, this is at least a Zony ad. I don't know what to do. I don't know anymore. We never know. I don't know. I never know anything. Who just walked into a motherfucking fridge? Motherfucking fridge for your motherfucking problems. What? Oh, okay. This is Saturday morning though. Jesus, a lot of ads. Okay. Oh, I forgot. This is like just what's actually on if you're watching Detroit. But yeah, I can't watch the other ads. It's like I don't want like people to think like I'm sponsored by these companies. I'm not. It's like I'm at least honest about the ones that I'm pseudo sponsored by.
More.
There we go.
Smith for years at ESPN
Or tangentially sponsored by? I don't know anymore. Just watch this bullpucky. Straight Shooter. Oh, he's gone on the ABC tour already, but not the CBS. Here we go. Because he works for ABC, so. Just not even, yeah, it's ESPN. Like it's ABC Disney Corp. The Walt Disney Company, I don't know.
Persuasive and opinionated.
The Walt Disney family of companies. Which I think is a pretty good company, by the way.
The Dallas Mavericks are a mess. Now you can refute it. You can deny it.
Some of the best content on the planet. Not to like be sucking Walt's old crusty dick, but you know what I'm saying? I think he's a pretty interesting guy, so let's just kind of shut up for a little bit and watch it. Let's watch the news. Don't drink some booze. It's Fan Around with Matthew Cracklow.
Whoever they may be, this is why I am the way that I am.
Stephen Anthony Smith.
What's up, everybody?
The youngest of 6 was raised in Hollis, Queens, a residential enclave on the outskirts of New York City. Known for hip-hop legends from Russell Simmons to Run DMC.
It was reverse Compton. Back then we called it Harkton.
But at the heart of it is his mom, Janet Smith.
My mother, for the first 45 years of my life,
That really didn't land.
she loved me maybe 3 times.
But
I knew it every day. Because everything, and I mean everything she did, was about loving me. It's amazing.
Oh, same for my beautiful mother. Just can't say more and more great things.
My mother was not about the talk. She was about actions. It's 5.5.
I actually do mean that. It really came off condescending. Shit.
Therapy because of my mother. There's nothing else in life that could have convinced me to go to that.
Buffers, because I was gonna pause it there anyway. Like, what? This is like such like, ugh. Gosh, when you hate that like there's no ABC News on Saturdays. I can't just stream clips of What Would You Do.
He says his father took.
We weren't poor because we weren't making money. We were poor because my father chose to take his money and spend it on a different family, which left us in an incredible bond where you had holes in the roof, rats and roaches in the house, barely any food.
Oh, I thought you meant weed roaches, which I'm like, either one, you know, amen. I also smoke either one. I think smoking crusty, dusty roaches is the best way to get high. Actual live roaches.
Competition for me. Not only did I get to a point where I would talk to him about those sports, Eventually, I would debate with him about it, and ultimately,
I also like to smoke the random dust and debris that I get out of my carpet. I call it Fun Time Zone.
relying on me to tell him what happened. And when he did that, his respect for me elevated.
This is a satirical podcast. If you haven't figured that out by now, run far, run fast. You are highly regarded, sir.
Salem State University until an injury ended his playing career.
So my mother
Like,
said
I don't know, like,
to me,
why I just really am not gonna say the F word right now.
so much for that basketball dream.
Just a weird thing to say.
So now what is it that you're going to do with your life? The first words that
Wonka Pop-Tarts.
I'll be a sportscaster. She's like, okay.
Dude, I'd rather watch paint dry under that fucking fireplace.
Class. I mean, what are you going to do with a West Indian accent? And I said, well, I'll write for the school newspaper.
Dude, I think we stumbled upon, like, CBS News, like, it's usually watchable, but
Should retire. At the time, Smith was still on the team.
I guess if you're interested in sport, the world of sport, on Fatting Around with Matthew Craig, I don't fucking know anymore.
Back up. He said he told me what he was going to write. He told me why. He came to me.
It's a beautiful day out in undisclosed location, Michigan.
That's what journalism is all about. Be fair, be humane, be decent, or call it like you see it.
Smith rode his way to larger papers and roles, working as a news and sports reporter before earning a coveted sports columnist post at the Philadelphia Inquirer.
Brace yourself. I'm going to defend Kobe Bryant.
In 2003, ESPN came calling, his dream TV job. But it was Smith's dismissal 6 years later, he says, forever changed him.
The best way I can say it is that it made me a better man. Not just a better professional, but a better man.
How?
When ESPN let me go, I felt I got screwed. I went home, but it wasn't to my house in South Jersey. Home to me was going back home to where I grew up. In my bunk bed at my mother's house. 2 days, I just laid in bed. That third morning, she comes up to me and she gives me my bagel and she brought me it on a tray. And on the tray, she had a handheld mirror. And she said, I'm just wondering when you're going to look at yourself. She was like, I didn't raise you to be somebody that didn't accept accountability. There is no way on earth that everything could be their fault. And she closed the door and left. And all I did for the next 24 hours or so was think about everything that I did wrong. And I just said, you know what? I deserve this. This is not who I am. And from that point,
God, why do we even go on a 2-week hiatus?
to resurrect my career.
Smith worked his way back to
I don't know, like, sparkles and shit.
Kevin Durant and lose in the first round. That cannot happen.
eventually taking over the show. He's now best
It wasn't because doing this show 1 to 3 times a day and 7 videos was like doing too much YouTube. No, that was just the right amount.
professional athletes and celebrities.
I consider
Which, by the way, this show is a once a day for now show. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is coming soon due to wanting to not be crazy.
This is my brother, Sir Charles, right here. So
Is he always right?
no, absolutely not.
He keeps a collection.
I don't know how, like, I'm just being honest. This is the most schizophrenic job on the planet. Don't, by the way, I love to like really express this to anybody wanting to get into doing YouTube. Don't!
Whether it's on his podcast, tackling issues from politics to culture,
I want to go to a deeper subject.
or 10 plus hours a week of live sports TV, Stephen A. Smith has no plan
Not a joke.
to stop writing or speaking his mind. After all, why should he?
I'm not expressing an opinion to convince you that I'm right. I'm telling you I'm right and daring you to prove me wrong. There's a difference.
But people are still going to be mad, and they're going to be mad at you.
Sure.
You're okay with it?
I'm totally fine with it because I did my job. I'm going to be fair. I'm going to be humane. I'm going to call
Fatting around with Matthew Craiglow. There's no way to get out of this chair. 'Cause you're glued to it because you're so fat. Lose some weight because you only lost 25 pounds in the past 2 weeks. It should be an accomplishment, but you're such a fat ass, no one can even notice. Ba ba da ba da ba da ba da.
You've never seen him. People that don't know him, read it. You'll be really intrigued by who this person is.
Yeah, when you're starting to talk about your weight loss to yourself in a podcast instead of watching the news, you have really, really, really gotten into something boring.
Yeah, there's so much more.
That or, well, there's a name for it. No medical one yet, but there's a technical term. Have you heard of planters?
Welcome back.
Thank God.
We talked about so much, and the book covers so much. But one of the things I thought was
It's like,
so wonderful.
no ads, thank God.
We talked about his No Mercy podcast. Yeah, I mentioned it gets into different areas.
Also, praise God, LOL. Not getting too much into it.
And he really caught me off guard when he said
This is not a religious show at all. That is not the goal. But yeah, Jesus is cool. I don't know. If there would be its own podcast eventually, but it's nowhere near ready.
He's able to, and his platform where he's working has given him some of that ability as well.
I forget if you mentioned, is his father still alive?
No, his father also has passed away. And
But yeah, we'll mention religion. It's just, I don't really openly discuss what it is during an episode.
his mother needed it, and his mother also.
It's
had
out
learned
online
that he would use
in
it
spots so
on
you
the
can
family
find
as
it.
well, and very complicated relationship, and he's so honest about it. The way you were honest in your book, and as you know, but he was honest in the time also with his father, and that sports balance, the way he would debate his father in sport and share, that could have
Still on this?
Earned him that gumption to just tell it like it is.
You did the gumption. This video has been 17 minutes, and I swear, no exaggeration, 1450 about that stupid book. I don't know. I gotta go back to the CBS ad crawl for 5 minutes, which is just so fun.
upper hand.
I think that's what earned him that gumption to just tell it like it is.
Please.
He learned how to argue and stand up to his dad.
I don't like. There's just times I think what I've said's funny, but it's not a good ad for CBS News. Which is not. Thank God, because it's not an ad for CBS News.
That's next on the dish.
So it's probably the worst ad for them in history, because all this shows is like, who would not have changed that? Oh gosh. It's my new turntable. I do not know how to use it yet, but yes. Well, I'm doing music videos right now, so I don't know how to. I'm not getting my Linux box out and downloading fucking Audacity. Okay. So yes, the songs right now are gonna sound pretty terrible. Don't care. They're gonna be all produced professionally when the album's officially released on April 28th, which has already been re-announced. It got moved. Who gives a shit? April Fool's Day. Just really thought 17 songs were gonna get made over like 2 nights. Like it took about a month. I think the healthy rate for my songwriting is about every 2 days, one song. So understand, it is not easy to self-produce an album of music. If you think it is, Jennifer, they just told you what you were.
Yes, it's my comeback.
Well, you're not even in a fucking peanut brittle box. I don't know. I hate how this is like already the standard length of an episode for Fatting Around. I think this is about our average is like a good episodic 22 minutes. But we need another act because there was no I was funny-ish. Like, it was kind of gold, some of the shit I said, I'll be honest. It's nice to come back, hopefully, with, 1,000 views on this mother in a day or so. But it's just, I'm hoping. We're hoping that people wanted this show. They're going to find it. We want to get we went down from like 10,000 viewers a month down to sadly only like 1,500. And I knew it was going to happen. It just, it felt good when we were somewhat popular-ish. Not really, but like, I don't know, popular-ish. Not really popular. I don't know. Known-ish. I don't know.
She passed away back in 2019.
Okay, this is more interesting. It might not be like funny or wacky, but this is interesting. So I'm gonna shut the mother ducking up.
It doesn't take long to catch on. The chapter 4 is a family.
Fair use, fair use. If you copyright strike me, you'll probably lose.
Gavin Gaines is executive chef.
And that's not a taunt. It's just look at my record of copyright strikes on my YouTube history. Like, it's crazy in my favor. I don't know who. Someone who works these companies always finds a way to. It's that, like, that's why these episodes, they take anywhere from 3 to 7 hours to produce now.
It's a simple but elegant dining room featuring a large bar.
Thanks to copyright strikes. Fuck, my new podcast that I showed like the UFO in, which is a real UFO, by the way. Can't explain it. It could have been a bug on the lens. I don't know. You decide for yourself. Very unlikely though. Like, it's in the sky. I don't know. It could have been debris. I don't know what you want to think it was. But I just called it. I proved the existence of aliens because I think like that's probably a sky demon. I don't know, a sky. Not a demon, like a sky. It's like a sky anomaly. It looks like a squid. When you really zoom into it, you might need like a really good computer. It's very small. I understand. But yeah, I'm gonna rename it Rancid Radio 1 again. I just wanted to get some buzz for it. But that was Rancid Radio 1, where I literally just restream SiriusXM and barely talk over it. But that always gets super copyright struck. And the process, no kidding you, from start to finish, to upload an episode of that is anywhere from 3 days to 1 week.
Smothered okra. Is there a new New Orleans cuisine that is being
I guess it could be, as theoretically, if you catch the copyright strike, you can get it in 24 hours, but no faster. Like, people think this shit's easy. Well, you can also see, if you're wondering why there's a tree in the glare, that's my family's tree of life. It's just one of our many pieces of artwork. It just represents family.
There's this densely rich cheesecake drizzled with his grandma's favorite berry glaze. The perfect match to a berry mint rum cocktail called Leah's Garden.
It tells a story of her working in that strawberry.
Sometimes I also like the look when you know it's a TV. Also, that helps for copyright, because like if it just looks like I'm just stealing clips from CBS News and talking over them and pretending it's a show, which of course it's not what I'm doing. This is professional fatting around, and we're talking about food.
But none of this would be possible without his family legacy or that of his grandmother.
Okay, we're almost done with the episode, guys. I gotta literally move, or I'm gonna like fat around to the grave. Not on purpose either. Like, I am huge. It's not like it's like I debated like if I like get like healthy again. Like, I was at 315, but I could do a pull up. So if I like get healthy again, I was wondering like I like I had muscles. If you look at my Facebook, I was hot before. So I don't know what else to say. It felt good at the moment. It definitely it's a lot funner life. I'll tell you that much. It inspires some people. Anyone could also become hot in their own way. I think hot is a really misconceived. It's confidence, but just yeah, anyone can get a normal weight. So like, and not to say 315 was normal. I just had a lot of muscle, and like, I'm sorry, I'd fuck me at that. Like, what the fuck? It looked good. There's some. I was chubby, but dude, 315 is a comfortable weight for me because I'm huge, but it felt great. It's just 315 feels almost like nothing to me because I'm so used to 400 for the last 4 years. So I'm gonna get back to it. So this is gonna be a weight loss journey channel too, for sure. Like just realized that most of my videos aren't even characterized as music or podcasts. So hopefully that gets us more views too. It's gonna be a lot of work switching like 150 videos over manual. Like there's a lot of stuff they can improve in studio. There's not a lot of changes one setting and changes to everything. I don't think there's any of that. Like that's just a suggestion, Google, since of course it's not even conjecture that some people who watch my channel are Google employees because enough people watch my channel. So, but fuck, not a large percentage are obviously, and of course I don't know what to say. I think the episode's basically over. Let's just play. Let's have as usual. This happens often on this show. A black old woman play us out. Oh, Cash App. Pay $5, get $5. Don't know what else to say. I know it sucks. Terrible ad. Terrible ad. Next. Be stupid enough to give Robinhood your social security number and get a free stock. What do you want me to say?
With DNA.
We grew up doing everything.
JK, it's actually a good idea to give them your social security number. Hear me out. It's a great way to make money, and every single stockbroker site will ask for it. On the face, if they don't ask for your social security number, you're breaking the law, and that's not in your best interest.
Tables, busing tables, cashier in the kitchen.
Non-satirical past like minute or so. Like you can take all that to heart. I don't care if I said unicorns are shitting on my face.
70 years ago, Leah Chase morphed her in-laws' bar and sandwich shop into a classic Creole dining room.
Bye.